What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and we are ready to get the last wish kicked off, the romance quest that will seal the deal between Geralt and Yennefer. But before we jump into this, I did want to give a little bit of a background for those that don't know what this quest is all about. So, to start, the Witcher games, for those that aren't aware, are basically an adaptation of a series of novels that were produced about 20 years ago. Now, the second of those novels produced, which is actually the earliest, if you want to look chronologically at the story, is known as The Last Wish. So to give a brief synopsis of the story, basically Geralt and Dandelion are traveling around. They end up finding a djinn. Dandelion thinks he's going to get wishes. Geralt thinks it's going to attack. So in his haste, he basically mutters out an incantation that's the equivalent of "get out of here and go fuck yourself." Needless to say, the djinn ends up flying off in a rage. They meet up with Yennefer at one point, explain they encountered the djinn. Yennefer goes after it because she wants to capture it and use it as a magic source. So Geralt ends up getting imprisoned. I'm not going to go into the whole story, but while he's in prison, he basically offhandedly says to one of the guards there, "I wish you would just blow up." And of course the guard does, because he does in fact have wishes coming from the djinn. And that's at this point that he realizes, like, holy shit, we have wishes coming. So Geralt goes to basically find Yennefer and the djinn, because she's trying to capture it. When he finds them, Yennefer obviously knows that he still has one wish, and tells Geralt to use his last wish, so that he'll be free from the djinn, and that she can capture it and use it as a magic source. But, being how weakened she is from the battle with the djinn, Geralt's worried that she'll die. So, you don't actually hear what the last wish is, but it's concurred after the fact that he basically linked his fate to hers to ensure that she couldn't die. And thus begins the legendary romance of Geralt of Rivia and Yennefer of VENGERBERG. So, with that little bit of background, let's jump in and actually get this quest kicked off.
You best take that back.
Yennefer, what are you doing?
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Faripsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Faripsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No. It's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Storm wouldn't pose a threat if he'd had a djinn. He could just utter a wish.
Perhaps he had none left, or something unexpected happened.
All right, so what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine, I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
See the bestiary entry form. It's little puffballs.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it. First, I heard the boom. Then the blast nearly blew the longships off the bay. You're very...
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
last night was... Oof.
Come. The ship carrying the Jinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Not sure this Jinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always. Not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Esad I Cryde Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there.
Let me get my crossbows ready.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew. Then made their nest here. There's also a clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
I might actually put on some of my regular bolts here real fast. Because it looks like I'm going to be fighting quite a bit of drowners. What do I got the most of? 40 blunt. I can put them on when I get back up. Make it a bit easier to take them out. Probably only 2 crossbow shots instead of 3.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Jinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Have we moved on to a token fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Jinn's down there.
See bubbles.
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here.
Ooh.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Hamai symbols. Longship belonged to Clan Dimon. Yen. Doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
The hell, I can't break the surface. There we go. This quest should also put me at level 20. I mean, I can wear my new armor, which is great.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
Giggity.
Something strange about those rocks.
There's something on the bottom. Let's see what it is.
The hell was that? Siren? It's like a mermaid.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and every... I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid.
Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half.
Come on, Geralt. Keep swimming up. Tell you what though, man, armor is like I don't know how many people watching this have actually ever worn armor, but armor is no joke. It is quite heavy. That thing is quite ugly. I can only imagine how hard it would actually be to swim in armor like
Only
that.
found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the Jinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Geralt does hate the portals.
said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this Jinn?
But you already know. A Jinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a Jinn.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that Jinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see? We're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
The hell is their ship doing up here? This is like the side of a mountain.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the Jinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Jinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it.
Nothing interesting here. Nothing here.
Man, I'm worried I'm about to fall off this damn thing.
Interesting. Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville.
Some good loot. Bounty hunter sword? I was sworn I just picked up Bounty Hunter's Gambeson. Better than the one I had on. Won't be on long anyway.
Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of the mage must have slept here. Wonder what this means. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Elemental empires. Jean Batista. Nothing interesting here. Nothing here.
Why do I have a feeling that there is a body under this?
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Anything else to loot down here? I mean, I found some good loot on this ship so far. Don't really want to pass up any potential loot.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jinn, Rif Kaishta en Gaia, Kaishta et Disclair, Gevired me Castle.
Whoa! Holy shit.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade?
The fuck? This thing is brutal. What do I fight this with? Metrium bomb. Oh, that'll shut down its magic. I think those are the ones I have on. I want to check though. Shit, dude. Get a yurt enough. That'll certainly help out a lot. How do I even approach this fucking thing, man?
Damn, you're ugly.
I don't want to fight it that close to the edge of the ship. I'll probably fall off. See if I can lure it over this way. Come on, Jenny Jen. Shit. Got it. Damn. That was a battle.
Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free. You are free!
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
We've improved. Last time we tamed a djinn, we destroyed half of Rind.
Yes, we make a good team. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, I never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me, that I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while.
Oh, yeah.
My, it's lovely.
I think the spirits of Skellige favor us.
That ended.
Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Yen, what happened back there?
It was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
And with that, the last wish is beaten. And I have enough experience that I am now level 20. So either way, guys, this one wraps up here. Either way, since Ugly Baby takes me away from Skellige, obviously we're not going to do that for now. So we have a slew of secondary quests to take out over in this area. And then on top of that, we got quite a few contracts as well. So with that in mind, obviously the next episode will also be in Skellige, and I would probably make a bet that the majority of next week will also be spent in Skellige. I mean, just real fast before we wrap things up, you know, just taking a look at the map. You know, we have explored next to nothing. This place is huge, and like, I mean, you have an island down here that we can go to. There's probably shit out here. I wouldn't be surprised. This place over here, like, it's just massive. A little island, like. We're going to be here for a while, let's just say that. So hopefully you guys enjoy the Skellige Isles. And either way, make sure to stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys later tonight with one more episode.